Hello, welcome to another episode of the Book Marketing Success Podcast. In this episode, I want to talk a little bit more about creating um, Pinterest videos and TikTok videos from YouTube videos. And here's an example of one that I just imported. And one of the criticisms I got from one of the listeners was that, well, you're distorting way too much. And as you can see in this one that I just imported, that it clearly is distorting people. Now, a sunset's easy, but you get into something like this and it looks distorted. These hands look distorted, uh, and even more important, this bookstore looks distorted. Uh, this person too tall. These people are too tall, etc. So you start to get the example that, okay, some videos you could get away with distorting by just simply stretching it, like I did here. But you can't get away with it every time. So sometimes you want to have a video that's literally a YouTube sized video, and you can bring it in, or you could possibly stretch it a little bit, but you don't want to stretch it a lot because then you get the distortion, people don't look right, things like that. But here's an example of how you can take this YouTube video, horizontal in appearance, and still create a PowerPoint, a Pinterest or um, TikTok video by putting in some headlines. And I wanted to show you again here what you can do again. You can insert some text, just like we did yesterday in the video that I made using a talking head video. So, you can take it and do that. But what I'm going to do is take this and put in a headline. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put in a headline here. Okay, and again, well, we got here something very small, so it's hard to even begin to read it. So one of the things you have to do is highlight that particular those words and then make it much better. You go to home, and then in the home option, you can make your words much bigger. And as you can see then, you've got something that's a little bit better. And again, what I'm going to do is even make it bigger. So I'm going to go all the way up to 99. Now, the neat thing is you can actually make it bigger. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 120. Now, after you get past 99, you basically have to type in the words, the numbers you want, how big you want it, because the option, oh boy, okay, didn't want that. Okay, so we're going to go there, and I'm going to do 120, and I'm going to bold it and do 120, and then I'm going to center it. And, okay, so that looks, decent. It still looks a little bit like it's not centered right, but I guess it is. And then I'm going to make it white because I think that reads better. Now, I'm also going to put some text down here at the bottom. So I'm going to go in and insert text box and put it here. And then I'm going to take another thesis from the video and put it in here. And again, very, very small type. You highlight it, and I'm going to I'll do 120 again. see how it works out. Okay, so that may be, well, it sort of fits. So again, it's going to be bolded, and I'm going to make it white, and I'm going to center it again. Now, what I can do here is bring up the video just a little bit, give more room here, more breathing space. And again, I want to make the text box fit the width here. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit so that it sits. Actually, I'm going to bring the video up even more and this up some more, because I want to do one more thing in my video, which I haven't done in the ones I've shown you so far. But I'm going to insert one more text box. And I'm going to insert it here. And I'm going to type in what I want here, which is HTTPS bookmarketingbestsellers.com. And I'm going to highlight that and make it bigger. Now, I don't want it real big, but I think that that size should be fine. Going to bold it, and I'm going to put it towards the right. And I'm going to do, okay, so I didn't get one letter in there, HTTPS. I didn't get the, I got my hands off just slightly. So we're going to, I'm going to pause. And what I did is I put in HTTPS bookmarketingbestsellers.com, and I'm actually going to take out the HTTPS. I don't think it adds to it. And this way, I've got bookmarketingbestsellers.com. People that want to find my website can find it that way. I've made it into sort of a light blue, sort of more or less fades. It's not quite as obvious as it would be otherwise. And I'm going to move it over just a little bit so that it's not just hugging the outside there. Now what I've got is a new cultural norm. Buy a book for someone you just met. And I see that the video is still a little bit distorted, so I'm going to put it a little bit more. Now what we have is basically a video that plays, and it's not distorted like it was before. But the neat thing is, what I have found is, and this is from actually posting to Pinterest, is that this new, by having headlines and a video, you get the value of video, which Pinterest favors, so they showcase your videos in a way that they don't do ordinary images. So you have the value of a video on Pinterest, but you also have the headlines that people can read. So, you know, they're glancing through their timeline, they're glancing through the things that they've seen. They see that, and they see the headline, buy a book for someone you just met. It all looks good, and they can go right away into wanting to play the video and see more, which they can do. The neat thing is, I did some research recently. Now this is, the neat thing is, I actually have 2 points to make here. One is, this allows you to recycle content you've already created. So you don't have to create new content to have good posts on Pinterest, TikTok, and so on. You can recycle videos you've made before. Now, the neat thing is, and I wanted to show you this, this is what's happened with these 3 videos in just in less than 20 hours on Pinterest, one of them got over 472 views, 8 pins, and 8 click-throughs to my website. Another one got 213 views. It's got the headline there and my talking head, which I did yesterday. It doesn't have any repins yet, but it does have 4 people that clicked through. And then this one, which was the first video I did, the stretched one, you can see that it doesn't have a good presentation because there's no headline. There's just a blurry image there. So it's still got 170 presentations and a couple click-throughs, but not nearly as much as ones with the headline. And this one actually had a headline too, but for some reason it's not playing right now. Well, there it is, the headline. And it now has, the neat thing is that now it has 486 views, whereas when we were just looking at it, it said it had 472. But that's what's kind of fun is watching the count grow and grow and grow. So I uploaded these 3 videos last night to Pinterest, and I already have 850 views from just these 3 videos. I think that's what it was. What was it? 750. That's about 500, 6, 7, 850. Yeah, about 850 views just from these 3 images. Now, this particular video here, the middle one, actually is drawn from the post from this image. This image, a static image, has only 34 views. It does have 2 click-throughs, but this one has 213 views and 4 click-throughs. That's because Pinterest favors videos. And that's why I really want to recommend that you repurpose some of your previous videos to make them into videos that work on Pinterest, because you'll get a lot more views. So again, what I'll do with this particular video is, click on, just like I did before, save as, and I'm going to save it as an MP4 video. And give it a name. Buy books for strangers. I'm just a name. And then save it. And again, it takes a few minutes to save. But essentially, that's how quickly it was for me to create this one. You saw me doing it. In just a few minutes, I was able to create a new video from a YouTube video I had created, I think, 3, 4, 5 years ago. But now I've got new content that goes really well onto Pinterest and onto TikTok, 2 of the most popular platforms out there today. And now if I wanted to, I could again adjust it for other outlets as well. But right now I'm just teaching you about Pinterest and TikTok videos built from YouTube videos. Thanks a lot for listening in. Sorry for the little mix-up there, but I'm doing this and trying to do, typing those really small images, and I can't read them because the printing is too small, so it's really hard to tell that I didn't type in bookmarketingbestsellers.com. But I just paused for a little bit to allow you to see it. Thanks a lot for stopping by.